This is nicknamed Hooch.
Hooch.
It's a 2019 F-150 two-wheel drive
work truck.
XL work truck, but it has the Roush Supercharger kit.
Phase 1.
Phase 1 with the intake and exhaust.
Roush,
catback.
Yeah, Roush catback exhaust. Roush claims just the supercharger. Roush claims 650 horsepower.
Right, which you've seen them make 630 tire, 640 tire, just depending on, and that's hot.
Was just the supercharger heat soak.
Heat soak.
This one made, I didn't get a horsepower number. I got a torque because it blowed the tires off on the dyno.
Right.
It made 589 or 598 foot-pounds of torque before it blowed the tires off.
Right. It's sitting on 20s with 285 tires, 285 50 20s.
Middos.
Black Ryan wheels, which look awesome. I think they look sick. 150, right at 150 miles on it, so this thing's new. It still smells new. And let's see here. Gas mileage, warranty, everything.
Yeah, full warranty. If I do the work, you get full warranty.
And just it's a 5 liter. Let me think what else we got going on.
But
right now,
this is one of the builds that we do at Mountaineer Performance in Beckley on Eisenhower Drive.
Right. So they could technically, buy whatever truck they wanted and still bring it to you guys too.
Yeah, you don't have to buy it from us. You can buy it from anybody. But as long as you bring it to me, we're the only Roush dealer in the state of West Virginia.
Right.
So if you bring it to me, I can do this. We can go ahead and we can spec the whole build, and you still keep your 5-year, 100,000 mile warranty.
Right. And this is just one of the trucks that they have available right now. They could go tomorrow, or well, Monday probably, and go pick it up.
Yeah.
No problem. And have pretty much a Mustang on a F-150 chassis.
Yeah.
It's like a Mustang truck, pretty much.
Yeah.
Not a Lightning, because we're not going to call it a Lightning.
No, that's why I call it Hooch, because
not going to call it a Lightning.
It's a plain wrapper, but it'll sneak up on you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But we'll go ahead and I'll show you here.
Okay.
These are your modes.
I got you. Sport mode.
And hold that in.
Okay, I think we're good.
There we go.
Advanced track off. Oh god. And got a nice, awesome looking little S there for our sport mode. Oh, it's so strange driving a truck that doesn't sound like a power stroke.
Yeah. Yeah. Or driving a truck. Like me going from driving GM all my life to jumping in a Ford.
Which now this is 10R80, right?
Yes, that's another thing. This is a 10-speed automatic.
The 10-speed automatic.
And it is, if you've never driven a 10-speed automatic, which I've never drove one until now. Oh, I love it.
It sounds so good.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It sounds so good though. That exhaust tone is nice.
Yeah, Roush did very well with the exhaust.
I mean yeah. Because the Roush exhaust is a little loud on cars, but this
on the Mustangs are loud.
Oh, it's so strange being a truck. Get in some trouble.
Make the hair
oh my god. Because that's no traction really.
No.
That's spinning.
No, that was it wasn't spinning too bad, but that wasn't
too bad. It was you could definitely drive around it, and you can tell with it being so big it actually works. Like it doesn't have, because Mustangs are 3-link, and I don't know exactly what this suspension setup in the back is.
Leaf spring.
It's leaf spring, so it sits down pretty good. It doesn't walk like the Mustangs love to walk.
It doesn't walk, yes. Yeah, like the Mustangs, they like to walk. Even the 19s that we build, some of them, when we spec them, we'll do the Steeda bushing supports.
Right, because they're IRS, so they move, which they sit down pretty good too. But just feeling it's just so different than what I'm used to, and I have a feeling that that's going to be the majority of people.
Oh yeah.
Majority of people are going to get into something like this and be like, it's a truck. And even if you're used to driving like a gas truck, even one with exhaust, and and you get on it like that, that thing, that is nasty.
Yeah, it's definitely.
If there was a little better, we'll be a little careful, but it sounds so good. I wouldn't get good gas mileage.
No, that's what I was saying. It's not that bad on gas. You would think it would be bad on gas, but as long as you stay out of it, that's going to be the key.
You won't.
You can't stay out.
You won't. There's no way.
Not like, and I would guess after the truck gets old to you, and then you're just like, okay, well, it's a truck, and I've had my fill of it, then maybe you could be a little bit more control on it. But
right
when you first get in this truck,
there's no way.
You can't help it.
There's no way.
I
feel like this
miles per mile.
Yeah, I feel like this is a kind of truck too that you'd think, it'll wear off. That exhaust though, every time you would get off work and go out to your truck, it'd be like, all right, I'm gonna have to hit it. Let's see what we got here. Dude, that 10R80 is nasty.
The 10R80 is hands down the best transmission I have ever.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's nuts. You can tell it's in. It was 304 miles. That was distance to empty.
Yeah, that was distance.
I got you.
Yeah.
Man.
But we can do these in 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, extended cab, however you want it.
A 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, I want to do
a 4-wheel drive single cab.
I want to do a Lightning Tribute with an appearance package that you know it's a Lightning.
Right.
And 4-wheel drive and call it the Lightning X. And just be.
It's
nasty.
Just wild. It's just so different because I'm sitting up in a truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you're used to being in a truck that's fast. That's a performance vehicle. I'm used to being in a truck that's just let's throw something behind it and tow it.
Let's haul.
That's it.
Let's go fishing. Let's go.
And then when I get down in something, that's when it's time to be fast. Being up here with like cushion, well, I have cushiony seats too, but being up here with something that's like, it's at a different atmosphere level. It's so weird. It's so weird. All right, we ain't got nothing coming.
And I'm
here.
not sure if it's the 10R80 or I'm not sure if it's the Supercharger or the 10R80, but it just seems like it pulls.
Oh, it continues.
It pulls.
Yeah, I'm just trying to not get in trouble and make sure that the cops. I've already had enough cop.
We don't want that today.
Oh yeah, it's got, and that's just wild. I could tell. I mean, because that was under the speed limit, and it just keeps going. If I wanted to, it could just roll out, and you can tell it's a heavier vehicle, but it also feels fast though. As weird as I guess, because it's a truck. When I was doing, I felt like I was going a lot faster than I was.
Yeah,
it's
you're really
rolling.
not.
No,
But it's just
like right here, I feel like I'm going fast. I'm going 55, 60.
Because you're up.
Right.
Like you said, you're used to being in a car. You're down low. You're down low. You're kind of hugging the road.
It's such a sleeper.
Oh,
It's unreal.
If you want a truck that is a sleeper that nobody has a clue as to what it is, this is the truck.
And this is just if you want to keep your warranty. You can't beat that.
You can't beat it.
Because I mean, if you threw some more at it, because this is
this is
factory
phase
too.
1.
Golly. So this is just phase 1.
This is phase 1.
I couldn't imagine.
This is your basic. Here's the other.
Not imagine, dude. Oh my gosh.
This supercharger is with the Roush Supercharger. It has a 2,000 mile break-in period.
Right.
All right. After 2,000 miles, it goes up in boost automatically.
Right. So we're on low boost.
We're on low boost.
Which I know that's everybody's technical thing, but we're technically in low boost, and the transmission's not really technically tuned. Mm-hmm. It has the Roush tune in it.
Yes, it has.
But the Roush tune leaves so much on the plate because you get a 5-year warranty.
They're not going to give you, the best. You're not going to be optimal on the tune and still get a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty. After this warranty's up, come see me. It's going to be different.
Or if you don't care.
It's going to have, or if you don't care. Or if you don't care about your warranty.
I mean, because you throw 100 shot and a tune on this deal, holy cow.
Oh yeah, after 2,000 miles, this thing is going to go up in boost. Not only that, but you can go get phase 2, which is a booster pump, I think. It's a booster pump and a smaller pulley, and it goes up even more.
Right, because technically, do you know what size pulley? Is it like 85 or something like on these?
The size on it. That I do not know.
Right. I didn't know exactly what they were on the.
I'm pretty sure
I don't know all the pulleys.
That's on the Mustang.
Right.
But it does go up. It does go up in boost, and then if you go more than that, and get an even smaller pulley with a Gates belt, so it doesn't slip.
Right.
And then I've seen that they claim 800, but I have yet to do one yet. I'm hoping somebody comes and says, "Hey Joe, let's do it."
I would like to see Steve's on the dyno and see what it makes on.
This
the
is
85
on a this is on a pump
like that.
This is on a pump 93.
This is pump 93
I want
warranted tune. That's the craziest thing. This truck is currently under warranty, and I mean you can't get any better. Let's see what we do from a dead stop. This road sucks. Oh well. God, it screams. It just flat. That exhaust is amazing.
Yeah, they need a pat. The Roush needs a pat on the back for that exhaust.
I mean, that exhaust is just that note. That note is on point.
And here's another thing. It's like, from what I gather, the truck cams are more for low end torque.
Right. Do they not change that for this?
No, it's the same. No, it's still got the low end. It's still got the truck cams in it.
Right.
You don't change any of that.
I gotcha. I didn't know if they changed any of that. So you've got the low end, which we can tell it has the low end torque. It sounds so good, and then it's so mild mannered. I guarantee you, on the highway, this thing is just like a.
Oh, it's
just sales.
You got a little rumble, and it's comfortable to drive. It's not, it's not what you would expect.
No, not out of a truck.
650 horsepower truck.
Right.
With a factory warranty.
That's crazy. And you're thinking like 580, 592 the tire, right? Something like that?
It did. We put it on the dyno to dyno it. And 1-to-1 in this truck is 7th gear on the 10 speed. So I couldn't do 7th gear on the dyno.
Right.
Speed, no. Not doing that in a truck.
Right.
So I want to say we got all the way down to 4th gear.
Mm-hmm.
And in 4th gear, it would give me horsepower. Right. It would give me torque. It did 500. It was either 589 or 598 foot-pounds of torque before it spun on the rollers.
That's nasty. And
then I was like, no, I'm not.
This is just wild. This has got the same interior or similar interior design as like the new F350s, where everything's sort of slanted, which gives you a ton of room for a single cab.
Yeah, I noticed of course, again, I'm used to GMs. I noticed the door is like perfect for your arm.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, for comfort for a single cab truck, this is probably one of the most comfortable single cabs that I've been in. I'm used to vans and stuff like that. Otherwise, it's extended cab or bigger. It's extremely comfortable, and this is base model.
Yeah, base
so
model. They
could take an XLT or a Lariat or whatever the case was, whatever your pocketbook so desires, and make it this fast with that nice, which this has still got. I mean, it's a base.
The backup camera.
I'm just curious. Does it have Bluetooth? Yes, Bluetooth stereo. See, I don't need anything more than that right there for me.
That's
me personally, Bluetooth stereo. I don't need CD. I don't need touchscreen. I don't need any of that. I'm good. Like, that's perfect. I'm a base model type of guy though. I like base model. So you can Bluetooth your phone here, and next thing, Pandora. I don't care about Sirius, or that's me. I don't want to pay for it. I'm a freebie type of person. This is nasty, and that's warranted 600-ish horsepower truck sitting on 20s. That if it was lowered a 5.3 lowering kit on this deal, which I know y'all are working on that.
Yeah, I want to
working
get with
on
a company
that, but
can
this is
warranty our lowering kit for it.
factory. These technology is just amazing. Factory 600 plus wheel horsepower truck, like, and still warranted. You can go get it financed, no problem.
Didn't cost you an arm and a leg.
Doesn't cost you an arm and a leg.
Price cars, price new trucks.
Right.
You're not.
No, you're not going to be in this. And something that, I mean, I don't see why people don't do this more. It's gonna run 7s in the 8th mile.
That's yeah.
Easily.
Oh, yeah.
Like not even.
My truck's 780s on 175 shot.
Yeah.
And this, it is different. It's a Ford, so I'm not used to the interior. I'm not used to sitting up high like you said. But
yeah,
this truck feels faster than my truck.
It screams. That exhaust note is just. Roush is so good about the factory exhaust sounding amazing. Which, and you did you do all this one?
No, I didn't do all this one.
You didn't do all this one?
This was built in the process of me.
Everybody starting up. Right, okay.
Yeah,
I was just curious.
This is the very first truck.
Right, but y'all do cars and trucks.
We do the Mustangs, and we don't just do new stuff.
Right.
If you have a Mustang, you have one of these trucks, you want something done to it, come see us. We'll do it.
Right, but this truck right now is one of just the examples that you guys use, which y'all do some.
This is a build truck,
and y'all have had some crazy Mustangs that have been coming out too that are just crazy colors and awesome. But like you said, you could also take an older 15 to 17 Mustang and put a Roush Charger on it as well, or do just about whatever you wanted to it.
Yeah.
So awesome.
I did Orange Fury last week, 19 Mustang track pack. That one got the Roush Phase 1 blower. It got Roush H-pipe. It got Roush axle back. It got Steeda 2-inch lowering springs. It got Steeda short throw shifter. It got Roush front splitter, Roush rear diffusers, the Roush canards, I believe is how you pronounce it.
Yeah, the front bumper
the,
extension
quarter,
deals.
Window louvers. It got.
Yeah, y'all can do any of the appearance packages that you want.
That car laid down 634 to the tire, and it's still in break-in.
And paint correction and
paint correction,
ceramic coating, all that stuff if you want it done.
We have a dyno jet.
Right.
It's a loaded dyno.
Which soon you'll be can be doing some custom tuning on different vehicles and things of that nature. This thing is nasty for a truck. It's just it's so weird but cool, and like for the new age technology and everything, like it's just the epitome of something that is from the outside. It doesn't have a single badge that says Supercharged, doesn't have a single badge that says Roush. It just is plain and sort of looks like a work truck. I think paint matched front, and it would look sinister. But right now you could gap some people with this thing, and it would hurt feelings. They would be like, what in the world just happened to me? I just got out Ryan, but they probably think it was a V6 or like a 4.6 truck. Or, because people don't know what's going on, and next thing you know, you get gapped by something like this. That's crazy. Well, that's awesome. I appreciate you letting me drive it.
I appreciate you driving it.
Mountaineer Performance.
Mountaineer Performance.
Beckley, West Virginia.
615 Eisenhower Drive, Beckley, West Virginia.
Which I will drop all the links in the descriptions for all their stuff. They've got an active Instagram? Do you have Instagram yet?
Have Instagram, Mountaineer_Performance_ West Virginia.
Yep.
I post all my builds on my Instagram, ForceFed276.
Yep.
They have a Facebook page.
Right. And some, not just car guys run it. Let me say, not just Mustang guys. That's what I was trying to say. Not just Mustang guys are at this Roush Mustang dealership. It's cammed 5.3. It's cammed 5.3, regular cab short bed truck, ZR1, C6 ZR1, and like
all-wheel drive BMW.
All-wheel drive BMWs, and yet they go to the Roush place, and that's who they like. Mustangs. They just enjoy cars in general. So you're not just getting just Roush and just Ford, and you're only able to buy, let's say, Celine or Roush. They can hook you up with about anything that's going on.
Yeah. Well, the owner Donnie's a big car guy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's crazy.
Coyote powered
crazy.
39
Yeah, he
Ford
wants me to do it.
convertible coming soon. That's crazy.
It's just
bagged probably.
Yeah, I think air ride. I mean, it's going to be, I think, Fat Man chassis.
That's crazy.
It's going to be crazy.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
It's cool to see someone, you know, like we sell parts and we sell tires and we do things like that, but it's more of just the part side. It's cool to see somewhere in West Virginia where you can take a car and go get a lot done. Just about whatever you want.
Window tinting,
things like that. You know, we've got every single one of those things. Like, we've got detail shops, we've got tent shops, we've got sound shops, we've got different things like that, but none of them mixed with performance. This is the first dyno in this area, period, within probably a 2-hour drive at least from Princeton. And I mean, that's awesome. And it sounds like to me somebody who is the owner or the person running everything is super into cars and just super wants it to be you know, customer oriented. It's not all about, I mean, of course they've got to make money, but it's more about the car scene in the area.
Yeah,
I mean, they're going to have meets and dyno days and things like that to promote the shop and just help this scene, which the scene in this part of West Virginia is pretty decent.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty awesome. So I mean, like, we got a GT500 rolling behind us now. We've got turboed Mustangs. We've got cam trucks. We've got all kinds of stuff.
We're gonna do the Mercer Street Cruise tonight.
We're going to go do the Mercer Street Cruise, and so there's a huge area here. So, yep, that's about it. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man.
All right, bud.